Are you right now putting yourself in a position to win into the future when those tests come? People want to feel lucky. They want to have things work out in the right moment, but it's for those who are prepared for when the test comes that get the ultimate greatness. Let's dive in. This is Live 100 Podcast, and I'm Jason Rusi. Let's talk about being a better man. So many times in life, we expect from others, yet we're not showing up as the best version of ourselves. Today, I want to talk about 10 ways that you can become unstoppable and be a better man. First up is you got to own your mornings. It was one thing when I used to work at bars, used to stay out late. I used to, live in the night, right? And there was that point where it was invigorating. It was something that just was exciting. But when in fact my life started to be changed to make a difference, when I started to see progress was when I started to get up early and control my morning. What they did, it allowed me to get a calm, right? It allowed me to just set a pace where I started to take back control. I always felt out of control. I always felt, wild. I always just felt like things were just outside the grasp of me, just trying to get back overall focus of my life because I was waking up into chaos. And of course, my day was chaos. And as soon as I started to just get up early and just set the tone for my day, things started to just proactively get better. I started to get up, I'd have a routine, and lo and behold, because I was setting in an agenda for the day, things started to take hold. I started to make progress. I started to get action. I started to go and do things that were giving me great feedback. So you have to take back control of the morning. Next is you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. We always seek comfort, right? We want everything to just feel good. We want to have everything just, be perfect, be right, be in the moment. But life isn't that. Life is built on hardships, of tests, of tragedies, of things that are not ideal, of things that are difficult to endure. Yet we push so hard to not have that happen. So when this comes up in our life, we're not ready. We're not prepared. We're not in the right mindset or the right frame of mind because we haven't put in the work to prepare ourselves. And one of the best things you can do is just vigorous workouts. It's testing yourself daily and putting yourself through a workout each and every day it just stresses you, right? And it could be anything. It could be going for a run. It could be doing jujitsu. It could be doing CrossFit. It's just something that puts you outside your comfort zone, that pushes yourself, that pushes you to a point of a brink of exhaustion. Now, what this does is it just makes your mind that much more ready for the next time, right? It makes you that much more prepared. It just instincts you to be ultimately prepared for the unexpected. So ask yourself, are you right now putting yourself in a position to win into the future when those tests come? People want to feel lucky. They want to have things work out in the right moment, but it's for those who are prepared for when the test comes that get the grandeur, that they get the ultimate greatness that's due to them. Number 3 is being relentlessly accountable. And first, it's being accountable to yourself. Nothing is more important than what you tell yourself you're going to do and then showing up and doing it. And you can think and you can come up with all the ways that you are a direct reflection of the actions you're taking, of what you're saying you're going to do and then what you're actually doing. And it's very easy to give ourselves off the hook, right? We're not, most of us, in any form where we have to be responsible for something, right? If I don't want to wake up early, I don't have to wake up early. If I don't want to work out, I don't have to work out. If I don't want to eat well, I don't have to eat well. If I want to be a jerk, right? I can be a jerk, right? But the lasting effect is the action I do creates some lasting effect that's going to alter my universe for the short term, for the long term, and it's hard to come back from it. So you have to be ruthlessly accountable, not only to yourself, right, but to your future self. Put in the work today because your future self is going to thank you for the things that you do today that are uncomfortable, that are going to position yourself for greatness into the future. Number 4 is surround yourself with high performers. And many of you may be saying, it doesn't feel good to just be the one in the room who's not leveling up. Well, that's why you should be in the room, because the people around you have found a way to break through the molds, have had to break out of just what has not worked before, and they found a way through it. Where in fact, if you put yourself around these people, they're going to give you guidance, they're going to give you feedback, they're going to give you ideas, they're going to give you energy, they're going to give you all these things to help you launch out of the gate, to get yourself going. So you can say to yourself, man, you know what? I see what they're doing and they're not much different than me. And that's the truth. There are a lot of people out there who are doing massively great things who have just been accountable to themselves and decided to act. So put yourself in a position to surround yourself with great people and you will get great results. Number 5 is just very simple. Get control of your emotions. Enough is enough of just going and just being out of control. Getting upset, yelling at people, and just, having a temper, all of that. Enough is enough. It's time for you to master your emotions. And it's not about suppressing your emotions. It's not holding your emotions in. It's controlling them. And you get back to this through rigorous settings, through stressing yourself in times that it doesn't call for stress, to be prepared for when things come up that are not ideal. So it's time to get back control of our emotions. It's time to control the narrative so you can put the blinders on, so you can be focused to what truly matters in your life. So enough of these wild emotions, enough of just acting like a fool. Just get back in control, set your life first, put yourself as an accountable person that takes action and makes it happen. Number 6, commit to lifelong learning. I remember coming out of school and I was like, you know what? I'm so excited I have to never read a book again, right? And I look back at that and I think about, how foolish that was in the moment, because I was making a decision that was short-lived because I was being rash. I wasn't in control of my emotions. I was wild in what was happening in my life. And of course, I was getting poor results. Understand that we know so little. We know so little. And there's always something to learn. There's something to learn, in fact, when things are not ideal. It's something to learn when things work out perfectly. It's something to learn when things are drastically out of level. So ask yourself, are you open to the experiences to just look at what's happening in your life and learn from it? You need the feedback to be able to progress. You need the feedback to be able to move forward. Number 7 is you have to develop financial discipline. There's nothing more simple to say is that you have to be disciplined financially. You can't be great with your mind and your body and then just be a train wreck with your finances. You have to get control of the narrative. You have to get control of your financial setting, not only for you, but for those around you. You don't want to be the person that is in need. It's always lacking, that it has to ask of others. Get control of your emotions, get control of your financial setting, put in the work to understand how to budget, how to understand what you're spending, how to understand what you're making, how to go out there and create more money if that's what it takes, how to go out there and cut down on expenses or just get rid of these things that you're spending on that are not necessary. Get control of your financial house. You have to be in control. The number one thing you can do is just look at what you're spending and ask yourself, do I really need to spend that? And in times when you feel compelled to spend, don't. Be in control. Be a man. Be the one who takes back responsibility. Number 8, lead with integrity and purpose. Look at your principles. If someone was looking at you, what would they say about you? What would be on your tombstone? What would people, talk if they were talking about you and you were just so happened in earshot of the conversation? What would they be saying of you? Are you a man of your word? Are you someone who stands up? Are you one who really goes and takes good care of themselves? Are you the one who helps others? What do they say about you? You need to lead the conversation by sticking with the principles that really matter in your life, that can help those around you and help yourself. Live with purpose. Act in a way that has candor, that has discipline, that has good nature. Be helpful. Number 9 is very simple. Strengthen your mind and body. It could be everything from learning a new language to going out there and doing rigorous workouts like we talked about earlier, to doing language and learning games, anything to continue to strengthen and fortify your mind and body. You want to age gracefully. Well, you have to put in the work to be able to age gracefully. You want to be here for a long life because you're making great wealth? Well, you need to put in the work to make your mind continue to be sharp, make your body continue to be strong. Put in the work to continue to fortify your mind and body. Number 10, you will leave the legacy by helping others and serving others. So ask yourself, with God you serve, with others you serve, how can you be someone that isn't just for you? How can you help others rise and impact lives and leave a world that's going to be dramatically better than you found it? Even if that impact is just to a few around you, it's still a positive impact. So look upon your life, look upon what you're doing right now and ask, is this enough? And if it's not, go back and question what you're doing. and then find answers that are going to be meaningful, not only to you, but to others around you. So in recap, own your morning, get comfortable being uncomfortable, be relentlessly accountable, surround yourself with high performers, master your emotions, commit to lifelong learning, develop financial discipline, lead with integrity and purpose, strengthen your mind and body. And lastly, serve others to leave a legacy that will help for years, decades, centuries into the future. All right, that's what I have today. I'm Jason Rusi. This is the Little 100 Podcast. If this has been helpful, make sure you go down there and leave us an honest rating review. It continues to help this podcast get out to the masses. And if you want to just get a free assessment to say, you know what, where's my starting line? Like, where am I checking into today? Go over to jasonrusi.com. You can take a free assessment. It answers a few questions. It just helps you get a read of where you stand right now. All right, let's do this.